morning, student. In last lecture, you learn about the neutralization reaction. Now today's our topic is what do all acid and base have common in it. Okay, let's see the learning outcome regarding this topic. The first one, that is the ionization of acid and base in water. Conformation test for the production of the ions in acidic solution. What happens when acid and base are added in water? And what is the meaning of the dilution of the acid? So let's see the first thing, what is the meaning of the ionization. Here in this picture you can see that there are two beakers in which one is the acidic solution, another one it is a basic solution. So when acid and base present in a aqueous solution, it release their ion in water due to the ionization of their molecules. So what is the meaning of their ionization of their molecule? For example, here they are given one acidic solution. Suppose as an acid, I will take the HCl. What is the name of HCl? Hydrochloric acid. If I put some drop of the HCl in aqueous solution, that is the water, and make a aqueous solution of the HCl, then by reacting with the water, this HCl is converted into the H plus and Cl minus ion. What is the name of the H plus ion? Hydrogen ion. The name of this ion, that is the hydrogen ion. What is the name of this Cl minus ion? That is chloride ion. So basically, in this acid and base, when present in aqueous solution, it release their ions. Ions, that means, what is the meaning of the ion? There are two types of the ion. One is the cation and another one it is the anion. One cation has the positive charge, anion has the negative charge. Okay, and if the base is there, suppose as a base I added the sodium hydroxide NaOH, it react with the water molecules and it also converted into ion for the Na plus ion and OH minus ion, that is known as the sodium ion, and OH minus, that is known as the hydroxide ion. The cation name is sodium ion, anion name, that is hydroxide ion. So if the acid is react with the water, it also form the two types of the ion. One is cation and anion. If base is added to the water, it also form the two types of the ion. One is the cation and another one is the anion. So here we can see that the acid is base which is present in the aqueous solution, it release their ion in water. It is due to the ionization of their molecules. Here you can see the ionization of the HCl molecule. Here you can see the ionization of the NaOH molecules. So let's see here. Ionization refer to the process in which molecules dissociate, that means they split into the charged particle, that is known as the ion. That means, what is the meaning of the ionization? Ionization, it is a process. What you can see in this process in which molecules dissociate. Dissociate, that means it is split into the charged particle. We can see here that HCl, if it is react with the water, then it is converted into H plus and Cl minus ion. So here you can see the splitting of the HCl molecule which is react with the water and it is converted into the H plus and Cl minus ion. So this H plus and Cl minus ion is known as the charged particle. How you can identify it is a charged particle? You can see that the H has the positive plus charge, Cl has the negative charge. So these are known as the charged particle. So the splitting of the molecules into the charged particle, it is known as the ions. So this H plus and Cl minus, they are known as the ions. Okay, and what is the meaning of the ionization process? Ionization process, that means when the molecule dissociate, that means the split into the charged particle, this process is known as the ionization process. Now the next one, that is here in this beaker the water is there. If I can add the hydrochloric acid, that is the HCl drop by drop in it, then you clearly observe that this HCl is converted into the H plus and Cl minus ion. So the H plus ion, it is known as the hydrogen ion. Cl minus ion, it is known as the chloride ion. So if the water molecule react with this HCl, then only the ionization process is happening. If the acid is not react with the water, otherwise if there will be no combination regarding the water molecules and the acid, then the ions will not producing. When hydrochloric acid is dissolved in water, it dissociates into the hydrogen ion, that is the H plus ion, and chloride ion, that is the Cl minus ion. Now instead of the HCl, suppose here I take the H2SO4. The name of the H2SO4 is sulfuric acid. If the sulfuric acid is added to the water molecules, then you can see that the splitting of the H plus ion and SO4 2 minus ion. What is the name of H plus ion? Hydrogen ion. What is the name of SO4 2 minus ion? Sulfate ion. So here the H2SO4 react with the water, it will make a aqueous solution of the sulfuric acid. Then this sulfuric acid release the two types of the ion. One is the H plus ion, that is the hydrogen ion. Another one, it is SO4 2 minus ion, that is known as the sulfate ion. So the next thing regarding this, instead of the H2SO4, suppose I take NaOH. NaOH is the base. What is the name of the NaOH? Sodium OH, that means hydroxide. So NaOH name is sodium hydroxide. If the sodium hydroxide added into the water, it will make a sodium hydroxide solution, in which you can see the formation of the ions here, that is Na plus, and another one, it is a OH minus ion. So the name of the Na plus ion, it is sodium ion, and name of the OH minus ion, that is hydroxide ion. So you can see here, if the acid is there, then acid react with the water, then it will form the H plus ion, the common ion in this acid, that is H plus ion. If any base is react with the water, then it will form the OH minus ion. And the formation of the ion, whenever the molecules react with the water, then the splitting of these molecules, that is known as the ionization process. And if the acids react with the water, then it will form the H plus ion. If the bases react with the water, then it will form the OH minus ion. Now let's see one activity regarding this thing. The activity 2.8. In this activity, you can see that there is a beaker. In this beaker, here we are taking the dilute HCl solution. Here you can observe the two iron nails which is connected with the wire. This wire is connected with the battery. Battery is connected with the bulb, and here switches are there. Now what you can do in this activity? In this activity, in this beaker, you can take a different type of the solution. Like one is the acidic solution, one is the basic solution, one is the alcoholic solution, one is the neutral solution like a glucose solution. And we will check here that the bulb, by passing the electric current, the bulb is glowing or not. So let's see what happens if the acidic solution are added in this beaker. You clearly see here that the acid is converted into H plus and Cl minus ion, and these ions are react with this nail which is connected with the wire, and with the help of the battery you can observe here that the bulb is glowing. So that means whenever you are adding acid in this beaker, the ions are released by the acid, and because of this reason the bulb is glowing. Now instead of the acid, suppose I take the another solution. Here we can see that the electricity is passed through an acidic solution such as hydrochloric acid, otherwise nitric acid. What is the formula of nitric acid? HNO3. Very good. The bulb is in the circuit, it glow because the ions released by the acid which conduct the electricity. Why the bulb is glowing? Because acid released the ion. Which ions are released by the acid? Which ions are released by the acid? Hydrogen ion, that is known as the H plus ion. And because of releasing the H plus ion, the bulb is glowing here. Now instead of this, suppose I will take here the two solution, that is one is the alcoholic solution, another one it is a glucose solution. So whenever I pass the electric current through the alcoholic solution, the observation is there, the bulb is not glowing. And instead of the alcoholic solution, suppose I take the glucose solution here, then again you observe that by passing the electric current, the bulb is not glowing. So here you can observe that in the formula of the alcohol, otherwise in the formula of the glucose, the hydrogen is present. The formula of the alcohol, suppose here I will take here the ethanol. The formula of the ethanol, it is C2H5OH, and here the glucose formula is C6H12O6. In the formula of this alcohol and glucose solution, hydrogen is present. Then again you observe that the bulb is not glowing. Why? What is the main reason? What is the main reason why the bulb is not glowing here? If you are taking the acid in it, the bulb is glowing. But with the help of the alcoholic and glucose solution, the bulb is not glowing. Why the bulb is glowing? What is the main reason for glowing the bulb? What is the main reason to glow the bulb? Releasing of the hydrogen ion. Okay. HCl release the H plus ion, HNO3. Instead of the HCl, suppose I take the nitric acid, then also the H plus ion is producing. And the producing of the ion show that the bulb is glowing. But instead of the acid, suppose I take here the alcohol and glucose, the ionization process is not there. It will not form the ions. And because of this reason, you can observe that the bulb is not glowing. So we can see the conclusion regarding this. Though compound like alcohol and glucose also contain the hydrogen, they are not acidic in nature. Okay. Why they are not acidic in nature? What is the main reason? Why they are not acidic in nature? Because it will not producing H plus ion. If electricity is passed through their aqueous solution, bulb will not glow. And what is the main reason? Because they do not dissociated and release the ions in water. When the glucose and alcohol react with the water, the ionization process not happening. And thus all the compounds that contain the hydrogen are not acidic. This is the main point. The compound in which you can see in the formula the hydrogen is present, not necessary that all are the acid. Why? Because acid, that means which release the H plus ion when it is react with the water molecule. Here alcohol and glucose, in the formula of the alcohol and glucose you observe that the hydrogen is there. But if it is react with the water, it is not converted into the ion. And because of this reason you observe that the bulb is not glowing. So if in the formula the hydrogen is present, but it will not release the H plus ion, so that's why it is not the acidic compound. So these are the main thing. All compounds that contain hydrogen are not acidic. Now the next thing, here we can again take a beaker in which the waters are there. Now I will add the HCl in it. After adding the HCl, you clearly observe that the ionization of the HCl in which H plus and Cl minus ions are producing. And here acids show their acidic properties only in the presence of water. This is your question. Why the acids show their acidic property only in the presence of the water? What is the main reason? Because yes, they are doing the ionization process, because they ionize and release the hydrogen ion in the presence of water. And the hydrogen ion released by acid molecule, which is combined with water molecule present in the solution, and it will form the hydronium ion. That means suppose I will take the HCl, these HCl react with the water, then it is converted into the H plus and Cl minus ion. The H plus is the hydrogen ion. Now this hydrogen ion again react with the water molecule, which is already present in the solution. Then it is converted into H3O plus ion. The name of the H3O plus ion, that is known as the hydronium ion. This is the hydronium ion. So in first step, acid release the H plus ion, and this H plus ion in second step again react with the water molecule, and it is converted into the H3O plus ion, that is the hydronium ion. So what is the reason why acids show their acidic property only in presence of water? Because they ionize and release hydrogen ion in presence of water only. If the water particle not there, the acid doesn't release the ions. The ionization process without water, it will not happen. Now, the hydrogen ion which is released by acid molecule, again it is combined with the water molecule which is present in the solution, and it will form the hydronium ion. Now again, we observe one activity here. In this activity, you can see that the round bottom flask in which the sodium chloride I added, and this is the 2-hole cork, and with the help of this Thistle funnel, I add some solution in it, which is react with the NaCl. Now here, there will be a delivery tube, U-shaped tube is there, and you can observe that the gas is released and coming outside from this delivery tube. Now, in the absence of water, hydronium ions are not formed, so the acid molecule do not ionize or release the hydrogen ion in absence of water. In last activity, you observe that the ions are produced whenever the acid or base react with the water molecule. If the water particle is not present, then the ions does not release. Suppose here in this activity, first of all I take the NaCl, I added the H2SO4 in it. By react with the NaCl and H2SO4, it will form the NaHSO4. Suppose NaCl is there, the ionization of the NaCl, that is Na plus and Cl minus. Now it is react with the H2SO4. So the splitting of the H2SO4, that is H plus and HSO4 minus. Now the cation is react with this anion, and this cation react with this anion. So here by the observation, the product is NaHSO4 and HCl gas is produced. What is the name of this NaHSO4? Na, that means sodium. What about the hydrogen? H, hydrogen. What about SO4? Sulfate. So what is the name of this compound? Sodium hydrogen sulfate. So the product is sodium hydrogen sulfate and HCl gas is produced. That means the gas which is coming out from this delivery tube, that is the HCl gas. But here we can observe that the NaCl and H2SO4 react with each other, then here the water particles are not there. Okay, so because of this reason, the acid which is producing here, that is a dry HCl gas. In this HCl gas, the water molecule is not present. So this can be proved by the testing the hydrogen chloride gas evolved during the reaction between the concentrated H2SO4 and sodium chloride. The reaction is between the concentrated H2SO4 and sodium chloride. The dry HCl gas is coming out from the delivery tube. Now first of all, suppose I take here the dry blue color litmus paper. Then you observe here the color of the blue litmus paper not change. So that is the question, that why the color of the blue litmus paper not change. If the HCl gas is coming out, then this is the characteristic of the acidic compound, and here the blue litmus papers are there. So generally you can learn in the last class that if the acid is react with the blue color of the litmus paper, then the blue color litmus paper convert into red. But here you doesn't show the any color changes of the blue litmus paper. Why? Yes, very good. Here we can see that the HCl gas which is coming outside, that is the dry HCl gas. Here the water particles are not present. And if the water particles not present, then the splitting of the ions you cannot observe here. So if the H plus ions are not producing, then you cannot see any color changes of the blue litmus paper. Now in second step, suppose instead of the blue litmus paper, suppose I will take here the wet litmus paper. That means first of all, I dip the litmus paper in a water and then taste this gas which is coming out from the delivery tube, that is the HCl. Then I observe here the color change of the blue litmus paper. The blue litmus paper convert into red. So here we can observe that the wet litmus paper turns into red. Why? Because when the hydrogen gas comes into the contact with water, then the wet litmus paper, it ionizes to produce the hydrogen ion. The water molecule which is present in this blue litmus paper, the HCl gas which is coming out from this delivery tube, it is react with the water particle which is present in the litmus paper. And when this HCl react with the water, it is converted into the H plus and Cl minus ion. These H plus ions show that the acidic character. And because of this acidic character, you observe here the blue color of the litmus paper convert into red. And these ions are responsible for the acidic properties, which is cause the litmus paper turns into red. Understood everyone this activity? Okay. There are two main questions. Why the dry HCl gas not react with the dry blue color of the litmus paper? What is the main reason? Yes, the water molecules are not present, and if the acid doesn't have the water particle, it will not ionize. If the HCl not connected with the water molecule, the ions are not producing. And because of this reason, you cannot see the color changes of the blue color of the litmus paper. But instead of the dry litmus paper, suppose you are taking the wet litmus paper. The water particles are present in a litmus paper which is react with this HCl gas, and because of this reason the ionization process is happening, and this producing the H plus ion which convert the blue litmus paper into red. Okay, now the next thing, that is known as the testing base with the dry and wet litmus paper. This activity is related to the acidic solution in which you can show the litmus color changes or not. Instead of the acid, suppose I will take here the base. For example, suppose I take the NaOH, sodium hydroxide. If I add the sodium hydroxide in the water, you can observe that this sodium hydroxide, if it is react with the water molecule, then it is converted into Na plus and OH minus ion. So that is OH minus is known as the hydroxide ion. So base also release the hydroxide ion and exhibit basic property only in the presence of the water. So instead of the NaOH, suppose I take the potassium hydroxide KOH, which is released with the water molecule, react with the water molecule, then what is the product? K plus and OH minus ion. What is the name of this compound? K plus? Potassium ion. And OH minus, that means hydroxide ion. So here there is a activity regarding this, that is the dry sodium hydroxide powder, and here that is the sodium hydroxide solution. What is the main differences between these two things? In this dry hydroxide powder, water molecules are not present, and here you can make a solution with the help of the water. Now we can test this base with the help of the dry litmus paper. Here we can see that the red color of the litmus paper, the color change is not there. Okay, and instead of this, here why you cannot observe the color changes of the red litmus paper? What is the main reason? The water molecules are not present in dry sodium hydroxide powder, and because of this thing the ions are not releasing. Which ions are present in base? OH minus ion. If OH minus ion not producing, that means you cannot observe any color changes on the red color litmus paper. Now instead of this, suppose you can dip the red litmus paper in sodium hydroxide solution, then you observe that the red color litmus paper convert into blue. Why? Because ions are producing sodium in the sodium hydroxide solution. Sodium hydroxide react with the water and it is converted into Na plus and OH minus ion. This OH minus ion is responsible for the conversion of the red litmus paper into blue. So that is the main reason. Without the absence of the water molecule, the base also not react their ion. Base also not release their ion. In the absence of the water molecule, acid also not release their ion. That is the H plus ion. Okay, so let's revise the thing which you studied today. The first is ionization process. What is the meaning of the ionization? The splitting of molecules. The splitting of molecules into charged particle. It is known as the ionization process. Now, regarding this, here you observe the three activity. In the first activity, there will be a different type of the solution, and which is connected with the help of the iron nails, wire and battery and bulb. You observe that in this, in which molecule, which compound the bulb will glow? If you are taking the acidic solution, okay, if you are taking the alcoholic solution, and if you are taking a glucose solution, in which solution the bulb will glow here? When the acid is present in this beaker, the acid is converted into H plus and Cl minus ion, then only the bulb is glowing. Instead of the acid, if you are taking the alcoholic, otherwise glucose solution, the bulb is not glowing. So the question is there, if the glucose and alcoholic solution hydrogen is present, then why the bulb is not glowing? What is the main reason? It will not ionize, and because of this reason the H plus ions are not released by this alcoholic and glucose solution, the bulb is not glowing. Afterward you revise the activity regarding the acidic solution. In this you can take a NaCl powder, you can take a hydrogen H2SO4 in it, sulfuric acid. With the help of the delivery tube, here the dry HCl gas is released, and if you are putting the dry litmus paper over there, the color will not change. What is the main reason? Because it will not producing the H plus ion because of the absence of the water molecule. But instead of this, suppose you are taking the wet litmus paper, then you observe that the bulb here, the color changes of the blue litmus paper convert into red. So that means the acid is react with the water and it will converted into the H plus and Cl minus ion. And the last activity we discussed here, that is regarding the base. If the dry sodium hydroxide powder is there, then you observe that no color change in the red color of the litmus paper, but instead of the dry powder, suppose you are taking the aqueous solution of the NaOH, then you observe that the red color paper is converted into blue. Okay, thank you.